Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Tokyo Treat. The first is Ichigo Mugi Puffs. So these are apparently wheat puffs. I think we tried a Mugi Puff recently on the channel. I think that one was like a barley. These are apparently wheat. With a white chocolate strawberry outer shell. I'm hoping this one turns out better than the last one. If I remember right, the last one wasn't super great. So hoping that this one is quite a bit better. It does have strawberry involved, so I'm hoping that does help with this one. We also have something called, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize, baked chocolat, and yeah, I'm looking at the katakana. That is, so usually when you see a word written out like this in Japanese, you would actually pronounce it bake, but down here it is actually giving the phonetic as close as you can get in Japanese to how you would pronounce bake, which would be beku. Uh, why they decided to call it that, I have no idea. They're some sort of chocolate snack. I'm not. It looks to me, and I could be wrong, but going off the diagram on the back and just the images, that is some sort of like puffed, crispy snack thing on the outside that is flavored with chocolate with a chocolate filling. We're going to see how these turn out. If nothing else, it's fun to try. So let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright. Okay. Does smell like strawberry. Not very strong, but at least a little. It tastes a lot like the last one. I don't know if that is actually wheat. I think it might be a different grain. It says wheat in the book, but I don't know. The puff inside itself, it tastes kind of like, there was a cereal, I think it was called Smacks or something. It wasn't something I saw a lot, and it kind of, these Mugi puffs have been kind of reminding me of that. I don't think it's puffed wheat. The outer shell isn't too bad. It's not super great. I think it's one of those quick and easy munchy snacks. And it's not bad for that, but considering what it would take to get your hands on it, if you're not in Japan, I'm not sure that's necessarily worth it, but if it's there and it's available, it's certainly not the worst option. So going with our baked chocolat. I appreciate when these are individually wrapped, I have to admit. I get so many of these that I have to try and give them away to friends and family, just so that they don't go to waste. And if they're individually wrapped, it's a lot easier. Okay. So it seems like there's some sort of either light chocolate coating or chocolate infusion. In some ways, it's kind of reminding me of the chocolate coating on the aquarium cookies that we tried about a week ago, where it was just a super thin layer. At least that's how it's kind of feeling in my hand. It could also be that the um, this kind of, it could also be that it's just infused with chocolate. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea how to describe this snack. I really don't know what I'm getting into with this one. Okay, now having eaten it, I actually have some idea. Um, so apparently it is a cookie, uh, and it does have a chocolate filling that's running through the length of it. It seems to be a bit more of a dark chocolate. It's not super bitter though. It seems like it's a dark chocolate they've added additional sugar to. Um, it's it's good. It chews really nice. It's not very waxy, which we do get a lot with the chocolate sometimes. But it's not a very waxy chocolate. It's not super bitter. It's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's also not bad. If you like things that are a little bit slightly more to the darker side of chocolate, then you might enjoy it. I'm not sure that it's going to be something I highly recommend, though, personally. I just, I don't know. I think it's one of those snacks where it feels like there are similar equivalents that are easier to get your hands on. So it's not bad, but, and if it's available, if it's there, then maybe give it a shot. But I don't know that I could recommend trying to hunt it down and getting it shipped from overseas. Unfortunately. Gochisousama. So to recap, we did the Ichigo Mugi puffs, uh, which they taste like that one cereal. I swear, I'm not sure if it's even still around. I don't know how popular it ever got to be. Uh, it's definitely better, I'd say, than the last movie puffs that we've had, but I still not my favorite. If it's available, go for it. If it's not right there for you to grab, then maybe go find mochi. That's maybe our answer. Go find mochi. We also did the big chocolat, which, as it turns out, is kind of a cookie snack that has a chocolate filling and a chocolate coating on the outside, as well as being chocolate flavored itself. It is a lot of chocolate, not super waxy, a touch on the bitter side, still fairly sweet, but it's one of those where it feels like it's a little too similar to things you can things I've been able to find locally, unfortunately. But hey, always good to try, right? So thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.